Holy shit.
What an experience.
I'm ready to take it home.
Wow.
So Randy, the SCV12.
So, what an experience. Let's start with that.
How did that whole unveiling event come to be?
When I first got there, got met by the staff at Lamborghini, including the drivers and all those people. Fabulous team. That's the test driving facility for their cars in the United States. So that's how they bring people in. So
interesting. Okay.
So there were multiple people that were invited. Obviously, people who had ordered the car. Some, noteworthy people. The release of it when they first brought us in the room and they played this cool video, and I'm standing there and I'm like my hairs are standing up because they really do make it that spectacular.
Area 51.
And in the dark, is the evilness that lurks.
Now guys, before we get to that, we have to thank today's sponsor, which is the Jacket Maker. Allow me to introduce you guys to the Jacket Maker. These guys make some incredible leather jackets. They make a wide variety of styles and have something for everyone. Now let's be honest, there's a lot of different places you could buy a high quality leather jacket from, but none of them provide the same service the Jacket Maker does. What separates them from the rest? Well, for one, they have a made to measure option. Now, there are many places that offer shirts and suits that are made to measure, but very few places offer jackets that are made to measure. Not to mention with only a $30 fee. Other than that, they also have one of the widest ranges of ready to wear garments. Over 350 different leather jackets that are all under one umbrella. They also have a completely bespoke service. If none of those jackets suit your fancy or you just want something truly unique, they can make that happen for you. The Jacket Maker only uses the finest quality materials. They don't use anything but the best possible materials, whether it be their full grain natural leather or their YKK zippers and accessories. And one of my favorite things is their products are handmade, one at a time by one craftsman with the precision and attention to detail, unlike mass chain production. And finally, these guys price their stuff fairly. They're selling directly to you. There's no middlemen involved, no markup, and because of this, the products end up being about a quarter of the price of what a lot of these other luxury brands end up charging. With the holidays right around the corner, there is no better time to shop for a leather jacket, not to mention one that is bespoke to you. Check the link in the description down below, go to thejacketmaker.com and use my promo code JIM10, that's JIM10, and you can get 10% off your order. So guys, if you're looking for a jacket this coming winter, check out the Jacket Maker. They have a whole bunch of different styles. This one of my favorite parts about it is the fact that if I don't want to have a hood, and I think it looks better without it for whatever I'm wearing, I can take this whole entire insert out. Check the link in the description down below. Check out all the different jackets and all the different styles they have. They have a lot. I mean, they really do have an impressive collection. But with all that being said, enjoy the rest of the video and thank Jacket Maker for sponsoring today's video. Talk to you guys soon.
The car itself is just a dream. It was incredible just to look at, let alone I'd not heard it yet other than on video what it sounded like. The moment we heard it at the track, oh my God, it's so powerful. It's just, its presence is so powerful.
So for those who don't know what the Essenza is,
Lamborghini has made a track only Aventador race car. The car itself is very, very raw. You can control everything from head to toe on it, which is amazing. At the same time, yet has a full fit finished interior that looks like a race car slash Lamborghini. I mean, they do a fully enclosed welded roll cage so you don't see any of that. The seats are comfortable. The car has air conditioning, which is a key essential for anybody who's over 50 years old or hell, 40 years old and has been in a race car in a suit for like more than 3 laps. The car is very powerful. The brakes are incredible. Some of the things that I think are its faults. The A-pillar, when you're turning into a sharp left, the A-pillar, like in every Aventador, is in your way. You turn in and it's just right there. That's the only thing that I think was an issue. I like race cars that have more of a fishbowl feel to it when I'm on the track because I want more visibility. But again, you're driving just pure passion. They really nailed it on this car. The question becomes, in long term, what does the car end up doing? Are you going to end up tracking it a lot? How else can it be played with? The spec on it is variable. I mean, I did a spec with the guys at Lamborghini at Pebble Beach, at the Lamborghini house. We did a Grigio Telesto version, a Grigio Adamas, a couple other ones. Well, we'll release our spec, as the decision-making process becomes a little more solid. I'm still on the fence a little bit about this car. And then I got fitted up for a suit, helmet, gloves, shoes, the whole 9 yards. Went out with the driver first in the STO. So that's kind of cool because I own an STO. I wanted to kind of know what it's like on the track. And I will tell you, the difference between the STO as a road car and a track car, night and day. Track car, it's phenomenal. It really is. It's a great road car too, but it's really a track car. It was a lot of fun.
It's insane.
First impressions?
Lamborghini has literally built the best ownable race car I've ever been in my life. Amazing. The sound is just, it's intoxicating. I mean, in the STO, we're braking at, at 0.1. He's braking at 0.3. The car itself, being the fact that you can dial it from a Performante level performance to 840 full horsepower,
It's insane.
Yeah, it's a usable owner race car. You can enjoy it and go hard and go fast, but also you can build your levels up. It's not like you go out buy a race car and it's just raw. You're third. I'm ready.
So we did 14 laps in the STO, and then I did 14 laps into the Essenza after it was all done. I mean, it just flew by. I wish it was longer. I mean, if it didn't get dark, he was going to let me go out for another 7 laps.
Holy shit. This is amazing. This is absolutely tremendous car. Tremendous car. It's actually, without exaggeration, easy to drive, which is, you wouldn't expect that with the looks and the feel and the engine side.
Right.
It's amazing. I'm ready to take it home.
Wow. Wow.
Let's race.
It's a 840 horsepower V12, basically the same engine that's in the Aventador, with it tuned up. So you can have, and it dials up too. You can dial up from Performante power all the way up to sky's the limit.
Really? There's
So
it's
yeah,
like a knob
different.
or...
It's like a knob, but it's like different almost like mapping per se, which is really cool because as we're going along the track, he's dialing it all up.
Cool.
And finally I got full power. I was happy. He says, I mean, honestly, it was the best of all the people that have been invited. I ran a 53 on the track.
Cool.
The record there's a 46.5, and I would have loved to have had another, 30 laps.
Sure.
The SCV12 has a very similar Aventador feel to it. I wouldn't say it's very different than driving an Aventador, other than, race cut gears and all that, but it still feels like an Aventador. The shape, the way it turns, it feels like an Aventador. It really does. I mean, I think, honestly, if I were to go out and do it with my SVJ versus that, it wouldn't be far off. And watching the video back, I look slow as hell on that track.
Everybody looks slow as hell on track when they watch themselves back.
Well, what's good is it may look slow, but it really is. It was fast.
Yeah.
For the last one, and it makes a sharp right, I should have been on the hammer a little harder, but I also was driving a $2.7 million car that didn't belong to me. So I didn't want to wipe out, to be honest with you.
That brings us to another point. So what is Lamborghini asking for this fine
$2.7 million.
And that is their base?
That's what it is.
Across the board?
Nope, that's it. There are no options with this car. It's $2.7 million. It is it's $100,000 less than the new Countach. Now the difference is the Countach is a road car. I think, in all honesty, the Countach will do very well. Long term, it will increase in value. I'm not sure about this car. I don't think this car will ever go up or down. I think it's just kind of going to stay where it is.
It sounds dramatically different than a normal Aventador.
Oh yeah.
It's the rawest sounding V12 I've ever heard.
Yeah, I mean, when you talk about straight pipe, it's not really straight pipe, it's race pipes. I mean, it's just right out the engine. It sounds very evil.
I wonder if parts for it, like say anything breaks on it, I wonder how much crossover there is with the actual Aventador.
There is. I'm sure there's some base things, like the block and stuff.
Yeah.
But every 5,000 miles, it needs to be a full engine rebuild.
Was there anything else that the Lamborghini techs told you that was kind of
well, you gotta
shocking
warm
like
up. You gotta definitely have to warm up the rear diff, which I'm used to in race cars because I mean we do that with the race trucks and everything. You gotta let this car warm up completely. Very high compression engine. It's a naturally aspirated car. It's not to say it's gonna explode, but it feels like it's gonna explode when you're driving it in a good way. In a good way. Like just it's like right on that that edge, and it just sounds so good.
So what's the delivery date then?
The delivery date wouldn't be till late next year if they did it. But there's some other cars that I'm really interested in too that are a little more understandable to buy. The AMG Project 1 being one of them. That car to me will be a much more valuable car. Who doesn't want an 11,000 RPM revving 1.6 liter F1 engine behind you?
It's pretty cool.
Going.
Other than the SCV12, how did SEMA go?
SEMA was good. Had the Pagani there at Ceramic Pro. It was sitting next to Houston's CCX, which actually looks really good in person. He really did a killer job. The paint on it is beautiful, gorgeous. The orange interior is done very well. It's a very bright car. It changed the whole feel of that car. Completely different, going from evil to kind of not Joker, but Joker style.
It was like this. It was like in a box. Look at Austin.
Austin is here? Austin. What's up, handsome?
brother? How
Hey,
you doing?
Austin. We're following Houston's Koenigsegg, formerly known as the Savage Garage. Hi, y'all. This is amazing. We drive in the mall, we drive on sidewalks, and now we're driving in the convention center.
Oh,
Bugatti was
how's your
there.
Pagani, by the way? The last time everybody saw your Pagani was on Savage Rally, and they had the issue with the gearbox.
So it wasn't a gearbox issue when the Smart Gas update was done on my car. Unfortunately, they got a code, they got the programming from Pagani, and they didn't have the Tempesta package. Now, believe it or not, that makes a huge difference because it changes the wing speeds.
Okay.
And everything. So Mike at Pagani Newport Beach has taken it and now redone everything on it. It'll be down and it'll be back in Florida, and then definitely for the rally.
So what's the next rally we're doing?
Next rally is December 17th. We are doing a midnight run to the Keys. So we'll leave the Miami area probably around 9 and then do a straight shot down to the Keys. We're there for 2 days.
Okay.
So it'll be a lot of fun. It's all sold out already though. So I've got to make a decision on which route I'm gonna go. We'll update you via Instagram and also obviously on YouTube, and we'll see what happens. So thank you for watching today's video. Appreciate it. We'll see you very soon and talk to you about all the things coming up on Savage Garage. You stay savage, people.